Welcome back to my channel, Artists. Today we will be drawing explosions. Step 1, add a vanishing point. I just put a dot in the bottom of my paper. This is where all of the lines will connect when you make a perspective drawing. Step 2, draw block letters. So I'm going to draw a word that has to do with an explosion, like bam or pow or zap. If you're not sure how to draw block letters, you can go to my YouTube channel and click on one of those sketchbook pages for directions. I'm making sure they're large to fill the page. Step number 3, connect your edges to the vanishing point. This is probably the trickiest step and it might take some practice. I'm just going to put my ruler on the vanishing point and connect to the corners of each of the letters. Some letters, like the letter M here, have a lot of corners, so there's going to be a lot of time that I'm connecting to corners. I want to connect all the bottom parts of my letter, but also the sides and the top. When I make that connection, if it hits another letter or another part of that same letter, you can stop there. You don't have to continue. We are doing overlapping, so one thing is in front of the other, and of course some of my letters will be in front of other letters. The trickiest part when you connect to the vanishing point is actually letters with curved areas. So the bottom left-hand side of my letter B and the inside parts are a little bit easier because those corners are a little bit more clear, but the curved parts are a little bit trickier. So you can see here where I've connected my ruler up to the vanishing point, and then I'm actually just going to drag my ruler sideways until it hits one section of that letter, and that's how I know. Again, those curved parts are a little bit trickier. Step 4, draw parallel lines. Of course, a parallel line is a line that is completely next to, that does not intersect. Those are some of our math standards. So I'm going to line my ruler up and just move it sideways to make it parallel, or move it below to make it parallel for each of those sections. This part takes a little bit of imagination. You're not trying to, you might need to sit and imagine, what would my block letter look like if it was floating out in space? It was actually like one of those little kid blocks. That is a 3D version of my block letter. So again, I'm going to the edge of my letter, moving sideways to make that parallel, or below to make that exact parallel, connecting them to make them look like 3D block letters. The curve part is a little bit easier because it's not a straight line. So this part, you're just going to draw a curve that matches the same curve. It doesn't have to be perfect. Curved letters are not, do not have to be as particular. Step 5, outline and erase. So I'm going to outline around my letters. I'm just going to outline the 3D part. I don't want to outline all the way to the vanishing point. I'm going to actually erase most of those parts, just trying to keep the part that looks like it belongs to that letter or the block. Now that I have finished outlining my letters, I'm going to erase all of the other lines. What that does is it makes it look like these letters are floating out in outer space, and I can put things, or whatever space it is, and I can put things behind it. Step number 6, overlap explosions. So I want to get my explosion lines to go behind. Explosions are more fun when you have big diagonals next to little diagonals, so they kind of alternate. And then I'm going to, of course, outline those lines. As soon as you're done outlining, you can put extra details in your explosion. You can add color to it. These are supposed to be cartoon explosions, so black outlines are great because it definitely feels like it belongs in a cartoon. I hope you have enjoyed drawing cartoon explosions with us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date on all the fun and fantastic things that we are doing in the art classroom. What will you create?